A day after Russia celebrated its Victory Day parade, the United States of America and the United Kingdom have vowed to continue supporting Ukraine, and this is till the conflict ends. Washington has announced that it will provide $1.2 billion more in long-term military aid to Ukraine in a bid to further bolster its air defenses as Russia continues to pound Ukraine with drones, rockets and surface-to-air missiles.
This package, which totals up to $1.2 billion, is being provided under the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative. This UAI package underscores the continued U.S. commitment to meeting Ukraine's most urgent requirements by committing critical capabilities, such as air defense systems and munitions, while also building the capacity of Ukraine's armed forces to defend its territory and deter Russian aggression over the long term.
The aid package will be provided under the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative. The Pentagon has said that it will fund air defense munitions and drones for air defense, and also provide equipment to help modify Western air defense launchers, missiles and radars, so that they can be used with Ukraine's systems. British Foreign Minister James Cleverly also said that the US and the UK have strategic endurance to support Ukraine in the ongoing war. Joining Blinken during a news conference, Cleverly said that both the countries will continue to support Ukraine, and this will be in spite the outcome of the forthcoming offensives.
From the UK's point of view, we'll of course also continue to provide financial and military aid. We intend to give the Ukrainians the tools they need to successfully defend themselves against the invasion. And we need to continue to support them, irrespective of whether this forthcoming offensive generates, huge gains on the battlefield, because until this conflict is resolved and resolved properly, it is not over.
It is also important to note here that the military aid from the UK and US comes amid financial crises in both countries. Intense negotiations are on in the US over raising the debt ceiling. The UK faces a major cost of living crisis as we speak. Meanwhile, the European Union is preparing 11th round of sanctions against Russia over its war in Ukraine, with the key focus being on preventing further circumvention of sanctions by third states and firms. The European Union has so far slapped 10 rounds of sanctions on Russia, and these comprise lists of individuals' export and import bans. And for more on this, we spoke to Scott Lucas. He's a professor of international politics, Clinton Institute, University College Dublin. Listen in.
You don't need to have me ask me that question. You need to ask Vladimir Putin that question. There is one person here who could halt this. It's the man who started the invasion in February 2022. But the problem for Vladimir Putin is that he did not succeed in quickly conquering Kiev and getting rid of the Zelensky government. Indeed, his troops have been forced to withdraw from all of northern Ukraine, from parts of southern Ukraine and parts of the northeast, and he doesn't want to lose face. So in a position such as Bakhmut, there are human wave attacks with Russia taking casualties, high casualties, just to try to take a single city. If and when Vladimir Putin is ready to accept that he has failed, yes, it will absolutely be the case for negotiations, the time for negotiations. But those negotiations must start with a diplomacy which says that the Russian occupiers have to withdraw. There is no way that Ukraine is going to begin to negotiate if Russian troops are in any territory that they've taken in the past 15 months.